Hello and welcome to my channel. You are the one where we talk all things law of assumption to help with your manifesting game. And today we are talking about assumptions for the holiday period. Are you holding the right assumptions that are going to have you having happy holidays? That's what we're doing today, so stick around. Okay, for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for being here. And for those of you who have been here before, welcome back, and it is lovely to see you again. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Hedley. I am a qualified life coach and author specializing in the law of assumption as originally taught by the great American mystic Neville Goddard. It is the stories that we tell that create our reality. So if you want to change any part of your reality, then you have to change the story first. And if you want to create the most amazing reality, then it helps to know how to tell the most amazing stories and hold them long enough for your reality to catch up. And that is where these teachings can really help, and that is why I am here. I want to have you telling the most amazing stories you can possibly imagine for yourself. If you would like support with this, I am available for one-to-one coaching. And I will just say, if you would like coaching, my prices are going to go up in the new year. So if you are thinking about getting coaching, I would suggest booking in now, and then you can book your appointment in later, but just so that you get in now with the prices that they are now. So just wanted to make that note. What else? I'm on Instagram. I have a free 21-day Set Yourself Up with the Ultimate Self-Concept course. You'll find all those details in the box below this video. You can see that I'm a little bit out of practice, but let's just get straight into today's video. Okay, well, it is wonderful to be back. I have missed you all. I've missed these videos. I've missed engaging with you on the comments, but that has been a good thing because it just means that I appreciate it and have come back with even more energy than I had before and even more passion than I had before, which was already quite a lot. So on my break, I wrote a book, so I'll be coming out with that in the new year. Also, I'm almost finished my first course, so I'm going to be uploading that, and I'm going to be developing more of those, so more books, more courses, more all of that. I feel really energized and creative, just all thanks to the passion that I feel for these teachings and just how powerful they are and how they have changed my life. And I am just so passionate about sharing these teachings and the principles with as many people as possible, because like it is, for me, it's the game changer, and I know that for so many of you as well, it is. And I've got so many more ideas for videos. What else? I think that's about it. So yeah, let's just get into today's video. And as you can see with my fabulous new backdrop, which I have been holding out for, I've had this in the cupboard for a little while, and I have been so excited to use it, even though it is absolutely boiling hot here in Australia. I love this scene of Christmas. It just kind of inspires the Christmas spirit in me. This is basically my Christmas decorations for this year, this backdrop, but I love it. So I've been waiting to use it, and here we are. We have arrived at the holiday season again, and that leads into what I want to talk to with you today, because as we come into this season, we also come into a lot of assumptions that we hold about this season. And these assumptions, as you know, because this is how the game works, will produce your reality. And especially if you've been holding these assumptions for years, you can pretty much guarantee that those assumptions are going to play out again. If you are holding the same assumptions and you're not changing your assumptions, you are going to get the same reality. And the holiday season, in particular Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas, but even if you don't celebrate Christmas, it still can bring up a lot of things for you, because there is a lot going on, and it can just bring up a lot of things for people. And I really see it every year, including myself. The stress levels, the anxiety, the thoughts start racing, the list of things to do starts getting longer, you know, and things start ramping up a little bit. And if this is something that you experience, then it could be because you have some old assumptions that are running that have been there for a little while, and we haven't even looked at them because we just assume that that's the way things are. But of course, as you know, consciousness is the one and only reality, and reality is just reflecting back what we're doing in consciousness. And of course, we don't really know what we're doing in consciousness because a lot of the assumptions we're holding are in the subconscious. So when it comes to this holiday season, I want you to ask yourself, and perhaps this is an opportunity to put this into action and get your notepad out. I can't remember where, I got notepads everywhere. I want you to write at the top of the page, what are my assumptions about this holiday season? What are my assumptions about Christmas? What are my assumptions about getting things done? What are my assumptions about family? What are my assumptions about work? What are my assumptions about money? Because what you will find is you may have some assumptions running that are not favorable, that are not actually setting you up to have the experience that you want to have this holiday season. And I want to invite you to have a completely different experience this holiday if you experience any form of stress or anxiety or unpleasantness or unfavorability or conflict or anything that is unfavorable. If that has been in your reality in the past, and it's happened a number of times, so it's not just once, where you have become accustomed to a certain level of unfavorability in this period, I want to invite you to challenge the assumptions that you're currently holding. And the only way to challenge them is to figure out what they are. What do you hold, or what are the beliefs you hold about this holiday time? Do you say things like, oh, I'm so busy. Oh, I can't believe it's this year again. I say that. I have this assumption when I get to this time of year that, oh my God, the year's just flown by. Now, I want to enjoy this life and this reality, and so I want things to move slow. So I am making the commitment to stop saying that, because remember, the words you use, the stories you tell, the assumptions you share, that is what is creating your holiday period. So write out a list of everything that is associated with this holiday period, whether it's family, friends, shopping, money. Like, do you have an assumption that you always spend more than you can afford during this season? Do you always feel like overextended in your spending? Do you feel under pressure with money? Do you feel like you don't have enough? What are your assumptions about money during this period? Because, you know, for a lot of us, we have negative assumptions that we feel the limitations of money during this period, because there's so much, you know, there's food we have to buy, there's gifts, there's cards, there's decorations, there's holidays, there's travel, there's like whatever it is. It's like, it's a big period. Like, this can bring up a lot of stuff. If you have had family conflicts in the past, I know I have, and I've done some revision on that last year. And I did a lot of revision on Christmas last year, actually, and I had the most wonderful Christmas last year, and I'm continuing to do that revision, because sometimes these things, they stay in the subconscious, so we want to keep making sure we're cleaning this out, and we're just clearing the decks for new things to come in and new experiences and to hold new assumptions. So what are your assumptions that you have about your family and about get-togethers and social occasions? Do you have any assumptions that are less than favorable or are setting you up for a less than favorable experience? So the only way you can know is if you ask the question. Ask yourself the question, get your notebook and pad out, write down the assumptions, and then guess what you do with them. You change them. Remember, a false assumption, if persisted in, must solidify or harden into fact. So you now know what your current assumptions are. Your job is to just take another piece of paper and write the opposite. Now, I know this feels like lying, this feels like not true, but in order to have a new reality, you have to start with a false assumption. A false assumption isn't wrong, it's just an assumption that you have not experienced in reality. But in order for you to experience it in reality, you first have to hold it in consciousness. You have to be brave and courageous enough to tell yourself a new story, one that you have no physical evidence of, and be willing to stick with it long enough for your reality to catch up. And if you've been on this journey long enough, you know that that's how this works, and so it gets easier to do that, because you just know that it will show up. If you choose a new story to tell, you know at some point your reality will show up, and if you do it now, you are setting yourself up for a really beautiful, loving, peaceful, enjoyable, fun, favorable holiday season. So I hope that has inspired you to start writing and reworking your assumptions. I'm so happy to be back. Please feel free to like, comment, and share on this video. Yeah, write your comments and I will get back to them hopefully soon in the next few days. And yeah, I just hope you're all well, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. Oh, and before I forget, please remember, you are the amazing creators of your reality. You are the superstar of your show. You are the producer, the writer, the director, and the actor in your movie. What you assume to be true will be so. So assume the best for you, assume the best for everyone in your movie too, and you will have an amazing life. And this is my wish, my vision, and my prayer for you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.